and sit down.
To the 3POA podcast, episode 125. I'm your host, LaserPants, also known as Ryan. I'm joined tonight by the man behind Action Force and the CEO of Valaverse, Bobby Vala. What's up, man?
Yeah.
What do you got in there? That looks a little alcoholic-y.
It's, well, I ran out of Jack Honey, which, like, I never thought I run out of Jack Honey. I always have, like, huge handles, and I guess I finished them all off. So I had, like, Evan Williams Honey, which isn't as good. But I threw a little Malibu in it just to, you know, spice it up a little bit.
What?
Hey, man, that's the female in me. I like Malibu, bro.
My God, man.
Why are you gay?
Hey, man, I don't care. When I drink Malibu, it makes me feel like I'm, like, on, like, an all-inclusive vacation.
That's true. It's got that tropical...
Yeah, I like it.
YouTube channel is back again. I like to remind everyone. I've been reminding them since you've been back. What, you've been back a month? 4 weeks?
Yeah, a month now. Yeah, because I think this is our fourth video this week. Yeah.
Yeah. Going over some Lord of the Rings action figures. And
yeah.
There still is not a definitive line. What's going on?
There isn't. But you know what, though? That when you sent me that link to that 5K one,
yeah,
dude, I'm already saying it. That's my figure of the year for 2026.
Wow, that Aragorn, that third
figure's
party.
amazing. It is amazing.
Okay.
It's so good. I bought another one yesterday.
Awesome.
Just so I can, like, put him in different looks and poses.
So who did you sign for the 1944 Action Force?
So I signed Go Fuck Yourself.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, I'm good at that.
I mean, did you read the post? I'm not saying it today.
No, I didn't read it.
But it's a big one. It's a big one.
All right.
And it's one of those ones where, like I see everyone's kind of guesses, and I'm like, all right, that's like low hanging fruit. You got to think outside the box a little bit. So I'm going to say you got to think outside the box.
Outside the box.
And,
so what does that mean?
Guys, usually I show and tell Ryan everything, but I've decided for 2026 I'm not going to show or tell him anything anymore. So I'm literally...
What did I do?
I'm not telling him what this is because I actually want to see genuine shock and excitement on his face at the panel.
What the hell did I do?
You're just you.
Oh, jeez. All right. Well, we have a very special guest tonight, Bobby. Now, this guy is kind of new to YouTube, newer than us, and I would consider us a newer channel. Like 3POA has been around for 4 years now, 5, almost going on 5 years. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But this guy's been around for I think 2, 3, going on 3 years. But man, he is killing it. His channel is excellent. I would think probably the biggest classified channel or classified focused channel
would
on
you
YouTube.
say a biggest just G.I. Joe channel? Are there bigger G.I. Joe centric channels?
He might be the biggest G.I. Joe channel.
Yeah.
I'm not the hugest G.I. Joe fan. We all know that. But I can't think of anyone that's a bigger channel than him. He has 30-some thousand subscribers.
Yeah.
Without further ado, please welcome to the show, Mark from Destro is my spirit animal. What's up, Mark? How you doing, man?
Good. How you doing?
Good. Good, doing good. Welcome for the first time ever. Are you the biggest G.I. Joe channel of all time?
I don't know. That is a good question. Yeah, there's not that many of them that are like huge for some reason. I feel like so. Yeah, I can't think of it. I mean, you could say like JSL Comics. You know that guy? JLS.
Oh, JLS. Oh, yeah. JLS Comics.
Kind of a GI Joe channel because he does like he might be bigger. I feel like he's bigger, and he does like these like little documentaries about each character. But he does other stuff. I do other stuff too, but yeah. So maybe not.
I like your history videos. You got histories of different '80s properties like Transformers, Thundercats, stuff like that. They're really cool. They're really well done. It seems like you must have some sort of history with video production or something. Like you're not just a hobbyist that came into this one day in 2023.
Oh, yeah. So I teach, as everybody knows, I teach filmmaking at a high school.
Yeah, it's funny. I have your address right here. I wrote it down. Yeah.
Come visit me at
your boss's name. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I teach actually filmmaking at a high school. I made some independent films. Like, we're not talking about like any massive, we're talking about, you can see them on Tubi. They got a pretty good one. It's called The Killers Next Door. It came out a couple of years ago. You can see it on Tubi. I think it's on YouTube too, in fact. Like,
wait, are you telling me you're actually on TV? You are on TV.
I am. We're all on TV. Yeah, we're all on TV, man.
Like we're talking like smut. Yeah, right.
It's smut. It's not smut, unfortunately.
No,
not yet. That's his goal.
But yeah, so occasionally I've made stuff, and so I have I'm a video editor too. I was a video editor for years,
and now you've lowered yourself to working as a video editor for Bobby Vala.
That is true. Yeah.
Poor guy.
If you see any new Valaverse videos, that's me editing.
Awesome. Rhode Island then. Local.
Yeah, we figured out we were like neighbors basically.
Yeah.
Pretty much right around the corner. So.
Did that have anything to do with you being so into G.I. Joe? I mean, you're in the home state, maybe the hometown of G.I. Joe, the birth of G.I. Joe there in Pawtucket, I think.
Yeah, Pawtucket, yeah. So I'm like really close, and I grew up, really close to Pawtucket. I had friends whose like dads worked at the factory. I know Ron Rudat's dad. I'm Ron Rudat's son. I'm sorry. I know his son pretty well. I've never met Ron, oddly enough. Yeah, I know Tristan, yeah. Friend of a friend. So yeah, it's just like a weird, Rhode Island thing, but that might have added to it. I was certainly just into it because I'm old, man. 81, 82. I was like 8 years old.
Oh, that's the perfect age.
Yeah, you walk right into that Toys R Us and you see those rows. Shit, you've never seen anything like it, and just blew me away. I've been obsessed, and it was, obsessed since.
Do you remember what the first few figures you had were, or was it the first wave, the original?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, wow.
My first figure was Short Fuse.
Okay.
I had no idea what a mortar was. I thought it was like a jetpack or something. I had no idea.
Yeah.
And then I got Snake Eyes, like Breaker. I think. I was like in love.
Wow. So you were there for the OG 13, huh?
Oh hell yeah! I was there for day one. I bought the comic book the same whenever that came out. The day it came out, I bought every single issue. Still have it.
You can tell by the gray in his beard, Bobby. That's how you know he was there. Slightly older than us.
Yeah.
So you were into G.I. Joe as a kid. Anything else? You must have been into Star Wars, I would think.
Yeah. I was a huge Star Wars fan. I mean, you could kind of see over there, right? I pulled out a bunch of shit. I have like this. You can see the Brave Star over there.
Yeah.
And, there's some sectors. There's the Braves. I get the Brave Star gun here, right? This is the Brave Stars cool. Gun. I actually just ripped this shit out of my garage because I have all this stuff in storage for years, and just didn't really. I honestly forgot about. I buy things here or there, but I haven't really been collecting. YouTube got me back into collecting like just a couple of years ago when Classified came out, and then I started watching YouTube, and now it's gotten me like thinking. So I went back and I got this like garage. It's just destroyed, and it's just shit everywhere. Like a raccoon took like 1,000 shits in it, and it's like, it's disgusting. But all my stuff, I got rid of like 2 things. I have like all kinds of shit. I got like every superpowers figure.
Damn.
I got like I got sectors. I got cops. I got visionaries. I have most of the mask shit, and it's all in bad shape because I didn't give a fuck, and I like just play with it. So,
I mean, this is all your childhood stuff. Is that what you're saying?
All my childhood stuff. Yeah.
Wow.
I have not bought anything. I'm not buying shit now for like vintage. Not too much anyway. I just have everything from my childhood, pretty much. My mother never made me get rid of it. So
that's cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I a lot of my stuff was lost over the years, but I did have a collection of my childhood toys, a good portion of it until 2015, and I sold it all. But you kind of have regrets, but then you're like, what am I going to do with it all? I don't have enough room. I'm collecting new stuff too, so it's like you have to make a choice at some point.
What was your thing as a kid?
Oh my god, dude. Superpowers, Star Wars.
Yeah.
And a lot of it I got secondhand because I was born in 81, right? So by the time I remember going to the store and looking at toy aisles, like Star Wars was pretty much gone.
Yeah.
But Superpowers was there, and then Toy Biz came shortly after with their DC superheroes. I was all about DC superheroes.
Oh, yeah.
Anything with a cape, right? Like comic book stuff, and then early 90s when Toy Biz started making the Marvel heroes. It was over for me. Like I really haven't stopped collecting Marvels since then.
Right. Okay.
So, it's been an illness for me for a long time.
You sure that's what it is?
Wait, so Star Wars and Marvel, that must have hurt. That must hurt, huh?
I mean, it's all the most popular stuff, I mean, that's just what it was for me as a kid. G.I. Joe, I liked, and I had a few things, but I wasn't like diehard G.I. Joe at all. I liked them. I just didn't have a lot of it. We didn't have a lot of money for vehicles, so I feel like, I know Bobby said this about the characters. I always thought that G.I. Joe was like the cool vehicles,
Oh yeah.
But we didn't really have a lot of money for that, so I never got too deep into G.I. Joe outside of taking a couple figures from my cousin when he wasn't looking.
Yeah, I was a pretty big comic book dork. Really, Daredevil. Daredevil's my thing. I have Daredevil issue 1 somewhere around here. Actually.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
I bought it in like 1993 or something, and I was collecting comics in like the era when it was like the worst time in the world to collect comics. I got every McFarlane, everything, all the variant covers, and I was like, "This is gonna like be my retirement here, man."
Yeah.
And
I think graded Spawn #1 with like a 9.8 is probably, it's gone up a little. It's probably around like $300. It's not crazy. It's not Amazing Fantasy 15 by any means.
Right.
Like everyone was counting on.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, let's go to the chat for a minute because there's a ton of people here. People are very excited about you being on the show. Troy Blyfert says stack show tonight. LP, Bobby, and Destro. F yeah. Thank you, Troy.
Oh, Troy.
Got RC Archaeologist. He says the like button is toxic. I already called its employer. Thank you. Yeah, guys, please hit that like button. That like button. And Mark, you can back me up on this. It's crazy how important the like button is now. Because if they don't click the like button and watch enough of the show, like YouTube doesn't even count it as a view.
Oh, really? I did not know.
Oh, you didn't know that? Oh, yeah.
Okay.
They're doing wild, weird stuff now on YouTube. Zakanen is here. What's up, Zakanen? He says, got FU Zakanen from Bobby, so I'm good. What? Oh. Is he talking about that figure you signed?
Did I sign a figure like that?
Yeah, I think it's in the intro. The other intro.
Oh, it is?
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Zakanen. Nay Bob sends in $5. Thank you. Bobby sent you that mythic /beast /battle beast custom. Hope it made it into your hands. Enjoy.
Yes, and I am going to send you a personal email about it. It is literally on my desk. Thank you so much. I have your note and I have the figure. Guys, it's awesome. He sent me an amazing custom, and I will be reaching out to you this week. So thank you.
Cool. Very cool. Oh, look who's here. War Chest Full of Toys is here. This little troll. What's up, War Chest? Joey says, evening from Dallas. Hope Bobby Vala comes back in May. It was cool to shake your hand.
Yeah, just see, I put out my my list of shows for 2026, and DFW is on there.
There you go. Mark, you going to any shows this year? Any cons you plan on attending?
Maybe if Bobby wants to take me.
Yeah, we were talking about that after filming the other day.
For Dallas, yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah.
That'd be
I got
cool.
a place to stay in Dallas, actually, so you don't have to put me up.
Well, I was
I got to stay with my millionaire stepbrother. So
Sweet.
I was telling Mark about how you made me, sign up for a press badge for Comic-Con.
Yeah.
And I was saying, I was like, man, I don't know, man. If I go to Comic-Con, I walk to that Hasbro booth, it might be dangerous. And he was like, we could film it.
oh, fuck yeah.
I mean, you get two badges. So you and Mark just walk in there like the Legion of Doom.
We should get the shoulder pads. We should paint our faces. It'll be amazing.
Or the Bushwhackers. Go in there and lick everyone, you know? Troy Filbert also says your Lord of the Rings video was fire. So I thought it was great.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, it was a good video.
I mean, I love Lord of the Rings, so of course I'm going to say it's fire. But
he nerds if you haven't seen this video, the man nerds the motherfucker out. I mean, he's like saying nerdy shit. I'm like, my eyes are glazing. I'm like, what is he talking about?
Yeah, I was listening to the video last night, and I was like, wow, I like nerded out like way harder than I thought I nerded out.
I liked Lord of the Rings before I watched that video. I was like, I didn't shit.
Have you seen Bobby's arm? He likes Lord of the Rings a lot. He's got.
I actually have almost all the Toy Biz figures too. By the way, still got them.
They haven't melted yet, huh?
They're sweaty. They're a little sweaty.
They get tacky.
It's sweaty in the Mordor. You'd imagine.
Yeah. Super Hallelujah sends in $10. He says, Zakanan or Bobby, one of them broke into my home and forced me to buy my first glow-in-the-dark figures. Also, someone broke into my van.
Sounds about right.
Probably a street human. Thank you, Super Hallelujah. Robert Diaz has been a member for 29 months. Thank you. Bobby making smut comments. Didn't he make an adult comic book under the name Mike Honcho?
Don't know what you're talking about. No idea what you're talking about.
No evidence of that.
What's this?
Didn't happen.
Oh, no. Are we going to revisit the Mike Honcho story with Mark?
That's a porn name if I've ever heard one. Tell me.
No.
Need to hear this.
I wish I would have never said it. Anything. Now it's like I at the time I didn't think anything would come of it, and now it's like like chasing me around.
Dude, Robert made a entire Mike Honcho action figure with the con display, the comics and everything, the board with the. Yeah, I have it. Over. It's right over there. It's ridiculous. Let's see. Irish Johnny says, hey guys, greetings from Ireland. Bobby, is the Vanguard available? All I see on the website is the accessories.
It should be in stock. Let me check the site right now.
Did it sell out?
It should not be, but I could always control that right now.
All right. In the meantime, then we'll go on to Northern Nomad, who sends in $2.
Somebody's calling me.
You want to take that? We can wait.
No.
Okay.
I'll shut my phone off.
Northern Nomad sends in $2. Thank you. He says, LP asked Destro what new accessories are out there. Accessories. I mean, there's a lot of accessories. Is it accessories or accessories?
You and Talker say it wrong. It's accessories.
No, I think he's saying accessories because you're Mike Honcho and you write porn comics.
Well, there's that.
I think that's what he's talking about.
That's what it is.
The Vanguard is in stock. Vanguard is definitely in stock.
It's in there. Is it in a separate section from products, or is it in the same?
No, it's under products. It's just down at the bottom.
Down at the bottom. There you go. The Titan says Bobby interviewing Lenny would be gold. It would be. That would be amazing if you were to interview Lenny.
He's so good.
He probably suplex you or Stone Cold Stunner.
It might be worth it.
It would.
Might be worth it.
Robert, thanks for being a member for 20 months. He says Mike Honcho will never go away. That's true.
I think we should make a Mike Honcho video next month.
Damn
yes. Find the comic and do a video about that.
Damn it.
That would be gold.
Yeah, I have to make time to go to my mom's house and see if she still has my old portfolio, which had a copy of it in there.
Your mom knows that you drew porn? Is that her house?
She doesn't know.
Okay.
But like, I remember I had an old big leather portfolio, like just in her basement. And I think I don't think I ever like brought it home or anything like that, because I think when I was leaving to move to Rhode Island, she was like, "Oh, there's this portfolio downstairs and you should take it with you." And I saw, and like, it had like some really bad artwork when I was terrible. I mean, I'm still terrible, but it was terrible. And I'm pretty sure the issue was in there. And then there was a picture, like a Titanic type picture of an ex-girlfriend. And so I left that down there. And then when I came back to visit after like I'd met my wife and stuff, you know, my mom's like, "Oh, you're going to take that portfolio?" I'm like, "No, no, I'm not taking that." So.
Awesome. All right. And then Justin Booth sends in $5. Thank you, Justin. Mikey Trump. Action Force is the best. Number one. Oh, Action Force is the best. Number one. Above everyone else.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Fuck Hasbro. Yes. Fuck Hasbro. Thank you, Justin Booth. Appreciate you, man. Justin's awesome. The archaeologist says, "Try me like one of your Action Force girls, Bobby." Yep. All right. So you said you collect M.A.S.K, huh, Destro? Or I'll call you Mark.
Yeah, I mean, I have all the originals, so somewhere. Yeah. I'm a huge M.A.S.K fan. I love M.A.S.K.
Have you gotten into the Loyal Subjects line at all? Either of you? Have either of you the new stuff?
I was thinking about buying it, and then I heard it was not to. Basically, I heard it was like horrible.
There has been a lot of I'll say complaints. A lot of complaints. I personally don't collect it. This is from Google. I think, what's Google's AI called? I don't remember. It's from Google's AI. It says, the Loyal Subjects M.A.S.K Wave 1 has faced widespread quality control issues, with multiple reports from collectors and reviewers highlighting significant flaws across several vehicles and figures. For instance, the Thunderhawk. Common issues include weak door springs causing doors to droop, finicky propellers that don't lock securely, and seatbelts that are more of a hindrance than a feature. The plastic is described as flimsy and less durable than original 1980s toys. Ooh, that's rough. They say about the Rhino, the most complex and expensive vehicle in the Wave, it suffers from tanks. The fuel tanks are installed upside down. If you're in a Loyal Subjects group, like collectors group on Facebook, you've seen all the pictures of this stuff. It says the fuel tanks are installed upside down and on the wrong side, smokestacks that fall over, doors that don't stay shut, and fingerprint-prone chrome. The ATV is difficult to detach, and figures don't fit snugly. The Switchblade, I loved that one as a kid. It says wings do not secure well to the tail, and the propellers are described as delicate and unstable. The Condor, generally well received, with no major QC, though Brad Turner's figure doesn't seat properly due to propeller interference. I'm told the figures are slightly oversized. I could be wrong about that. Like I said, I don't have them in hand. Stickers and packaging. Now, this one was kind of a big one for people. Stickers and packaging. Many users report poor quality, tear-prone 1980s-style paper stickers that require trimming and are prone to curling. The packaging is criticized for thin cardboard and poorly applied tape, giving the impression of a used box. All this with what I would consider insane price tags on them.
It was like $320 for the whole all four,
something like that. I think the Rhino itself was $125.
Yeah.
What do you think, Bobby?
Look at mine right here.
Well, I mean, I had seen a video a while back about Tin Cup John Warden. Shake that tin cup, beg for that money. I saw he went over to China. He was talking about in the video. He said, I went over to China, make sure everything was good to go. What'd you do over there, John? Doesn't seem like you did anything worthwhile because, it seems like nothing happened. Didn't fix nothing. So yeah, I mean, I've been seeing what's been going on. It's unfortunate, because people, spend all this money and, they get excited for stuff like this. But I mean, I've said it before, that they should have never just redid the originals. It's like, everyone's got them. Like the M.A.S.K fans have them.
Right.
So it's like they're not super expensive to the point where like, it's like a superpower cyborg.
Yeah.
So it's like create new stuff, start with stuff that, a new iteration or stuff that was unreleased. Like I think it was like, what is the one that Ace is doing that never got released? But
Gloria Baker.
Yeah. It's like, I know like you want to lead with like the A-listers and stuff, but I don't know, like a rehash is it's just like, oh, here's the original line again. It's just like, why did the Star Wars the retro 5 POA figures, like why were they poorly received at first? It was like, because you gave everyone figures they already had.
They already have them.
Yeah. It's like either start with Power of the Force figures or do figures that were never done before. Like,
yeah, if you're going to do a facsimile line, then at least in Wave 1 have one new something. You got to change it up a little bit because people have these M.A.S.K toys, and from what I'm told, they're not that expensive on the secondary market outside of like Boulder Mountain, I think.
Yeah,
do them 1/18 scale. Fit them with the G.I. Joes. Have them be like more articulated.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Nothing scaled with M.A.S.K. So, M.A.S.K was just singular in its own, but it's like, that would have been smart. Do 1/18. Then it's like, wait, Hasbro keeps trying to push this M.A.S.K G.I. Joe crossover Hasbro universe thing. Why not just do it 1/18? And then all the stuff lives together. I feel like it would have went over a lot better had they gone 1/18, but they wanted to go with the low hanging fruit, I guess.
Is Hasbro really that scared of M.A.S.K they license it out to the loyal subjects instead of doing it themselves? I mean,
I don't think they have the bandwidth or want to deal with because here's the thing. If you license something out and it fails, it's no skin off your back. You got paid. So
that's right.
To them, it's like, if they take the brunt of the tooling on something they don't really believe in, then it's like, well, we're putting out all the expense, and if it fails, that's not good. Then it's on our cost sheets and our books. Whereas let someone else fail, who cares? They
also, I feel like they don't give a shit about anything that's not Star Wars and Marvel Legends, right? 100%. Like, and Transformers. They like, those are like the huge. So something like M.A.S.K, they're like, nobody likes that shit. You know what I mean? Like, but the reality is like, yeah, millions of us do. Like, I'm obsessed with it. I love it. I didn't buy. You're right. I didn't buy the new one yet because I have it. It's right here. You know what I mean? Like, and it works great. It's, mine got a little messed up because I'm bad at keeping my toys, but it's still, everything mechanism works on it. And if I hear, I was literally about to buy that shit, and I heard about this, and I'm like, well, I'm not gonna buy it. It's not gonna work. I'll buy a fucking new Rhino from used.
Yeah. I mean, if you got it, why buy it again? It's I don't know.
When I saw the thing about the gas tanks being installed like upside down, I'm like, what the hell? And it wasn't even like the person's video I was actually watching where they were talking about it wasn't even like they could be flipped. They literally have like a slot to point like where they're glued into. So you can't even just flip them over because they were just made wrong. And I always go back to, why I was picking on Super 7 and some of the Hasbro stuff. Cause it's like, and me and Mark did a video where I talk about all the stages of product development, how many times you get to touch the physical things and make comments. It's like the Sentinel knees. That should have never, ever happened with a designer who's been around as long as Dumb Shit Dwight. Like, he should have 100% caught that at Test Shot. He should have caught it at EP, and he should have caught it at FEP. That motherfucker saw 3 rounds of samples and never made. Probably, I don't know if he made the comment. Maybe he didn't. It never happened. But it's just like, you have to. It's your responsibility. This is a $300 or $400 item. It's your responsibility. So it's like, who is designing stuff? Who's designing stuff at Super 7 when they miss stuff and figures show up with no accessories or something like that? Diamond Select with the Lord of the Rings figures. I talk about it in the video. It's like, how are figures missing accessories to the point where you have to put them in another item for people to buy? Like, that's ridiculous. But now, you have this mass stuff. It's like, who's there? What kind of, you guys look like Bush League when this happens. Like, you get tons of those samples, tons of them. You mean to tell me nobody caught the gas tanks upside down? Nobody caught that. Yeah. But also, this is a licensed brand. So not only them at Loyal Subjects, people at Hasbro had to see that too. And they have to approve that.
They're making video games, man. They don't give a fuck.
I guess not. Apparently.
Impossible Pie says, I think I remember hearing they couldn't make anything new. So they really? Because that's wild. Why not?
Kind of wild, but
right. Titan says, now I really question this. I guess it's possible technically, but he says the Loyal Subjects used the original 40-year-old molds for their release.
No, they did not. No,
yeah, I mean, those would be.
There is no way, because here's the thing. Those were Kenner molds. They weren't Hasbro molds. When everything moved from Cincinnati, none of that Kenner stuff existed anymore. Like, it was all gone. It was all scrapped. Star Wars molds. If they didn't keep Star Wars molds, then they're definitely not keeping M.A.S.K molds. They didn't keep any of that stuff.
Were those molds even in the States?
Well, no, they're in China, but it's still like, they're not going to like keep that stuff. It's like they never reissued it. When I was at Hasbro, we would, like once a year, our engineer would get a list from China on molds that they've been sitting on that haven't been used. And he would go to the designers and he would say, hey, do you guys plan on using this ever again? You go to marketing and be like, hey, this is the list of stuff that molds that are old, haven't been used, that, because you got to think, they can't just house this stuff. This is thousands of pounds of steel. Also, it's steel. It's like, it's raw material. You can melt that down. You could reuse it. So, of course, you don't want to just sit on all that stuff. So you got to like get rid of it. So, of course, none of that stuff exists. You think they're going to keep molds from M.A.S.K, a line that lasted 2 waves? No. 100%.
They also, there's a lot of changes. So they did like, for instance, like the winch and the rhinos, detachable piece. There's like places to put in blast effects. It's not the same. There's a lot of differences.
Ace says that it is all new molds. And then he says, nah, Bobby, no one is overseeing the M.A.S.K approvals at Hasbro. That's crazy. I mean, they've laid everyone off. Right?
Well, it wouldn't surprise me, I guess.
Ace also sends in a 28-month member chat. Thank you. He says, I wrote to John Warden, but yet to hear back. Maybe he hasn't seen the Facebook message. What got me is the owner's mention of high tech and best factory.
Ace, you should have walked by on the sidewalk when he was shaking that tin cup and put the note in his tin cup.
Thank you, Ace. Let's see here. Well, so Loyal Subjects has responded to the complaints. They sent out an email to those on their email list from Jonathan Cathy. I believe I'm saying that right, Cathy. Jonathan Cathy. And I'm just going to read the email, and then I want your guys' thoughts. He says, hello, M.A.S.K maniacs. Jonathan Cathy here, owner of the Loyal Subjects. Thank you for supporting our relaunch of this iconic brand that hasn't seen the light of day in decades. Not entirely accurate, but okay. I'll give him that one. He says, rest assured, we poured our hearts and souls into these items to deliver the best experience possible and deliver it at a good price. We understand the expectations are high.
Sorry.
Like the price. We stand behind the fabulous execution of this program. Top-tier tooling. Top-tier manufacturing. These are extraordinarily well-produced items. Like every production known to mankind in the toy industry, much of the process is still done by hand, humans along every step of the way, which makes toy making still a very unique profession, with each product having a slightly unique fingerprint due to the extraordinary craftsmanship by extraordinary factories and the product on staff along the production table. We spared no expense, and the facilities we use are the best in the world. We hope you greatly enjoy reigniting those great memories as kids. Our M.A.S.K items follow the Hasbro spirit faithfully. And it was our job to recreate that experience so many relished as kids, and hoping it reignites the imagination, the availability to play, and the joy derived from very cool toy items from the past, creating countless smiles and warm memories so many years ago. Whew, man, this guy's long-winded. Keep it fun. Oh my God, it keeps going. But I want to take a break right there. If you had to guess, I read this on the Hooligans After Show on Wednesday. We talked about it a little bit. Does this sound like very AI to you? Like very Chat GPT?
Probably.
It does. Yeah, it did to everyone that, we watched it on, or we read it on Wednesday's show, and it was like, yeah, this seems like AI. It's just very long-winded and kind of weird. But that could also fall under like that corporate speak, right?
Yeah. As a high school teacher, I can speak to the AI thing because kids, everything, they don't write anymore at all. They just turn it in from AI, and it's so transparent because it's like it writes like the world's lamest human being.
Yeah,
it's like the world's douchiest human being who has no fucking balls at all, and that's basically what this sounds like.
Okay, so now he addresses some of. After all that, he addresses some of the issues, or I think one of them. But anyway, I'll just read it and you guys give me your thoughts. He says, I understand there has been some issues on the customer service front, mainly in the lapse in communication. So a lot of fans have reached out about the problems they're having with the toys and never hearing back. They're trying to reach them about orders that were never received and never hearing back. Things like that. He says, understood, and we deserve the criticism 100%. That is on us. We have worked tirelessly to resolve with adding team members using other capable tools and doubling down on our IT to catch up with the extraordinary pace of all conversations. Now, if there's an extraordinary pace of conversations on the customer service communication front, wouldn't that suggest that there's actually a lot of problems with these toys? Not just a few here and there.
Makes sense.
Yeah. He says, we went from a small direct-to-consumer operation to a fairly robust one overnight. A few orders per week to tens of thousands. And have been running towards solutions to support the direct-to-consumer business. We have resolved many things, learned many things, been humbled, have grown from this experience, and are strident and determined to deliver a rich customer experience. You have my promise. I've doubled our investment in the customer service department with the intent to quickly communicate and with the mindset to resolve and satisfy. And there's a whole other page. And this is where it gets really gaslighty. He says, I also understand that we can't make everything perfect if perfect is an abstract. We've seen complaints for things that traditionally are extraordinarily minor / microscopic variations are not QC issues. Parentheses, the definition of QC is widely misunderstood and misdefined, and are not materially denigrating the structural integrity of the item. I will absolutely stand by the great toys we have made with high functionality, modularity, fun, and fantastic features, and some wow add-ons to amp up the fun and excitement. If you have come to enjoy a fun, great experience for a decent price of admission, that's what we are intending. If something is broken upon arrival, we'll replace it. But if there's a tiny dent on a box or one of the sticker decal labels is 1 millimeter too long, these aren't QC issues or defects. A defect is material, i.e. the thing falls apart when you open the box. Remember, a lot of those decal labels back in the day were too short. A little X-Acto expertise will solve that in a jiff.
See, it's retro. He's doing it on purpose.
So you just told a customer, so this is, you got to be careful with this.
Yep.
Because, if you got to tell people to use hot water or heat. You got to be careful because someone burns their hand or something like that, like the woman who spilled McDonald's coffee on herself. Like, he just literally told people to use an X-Acto knife. It's like, are you fucking like the R word? Like, what? Like, for real?
The R word?
You are the owner of a company, and you just told your customers to use an X-Acto knife to fix the shit that you produced.
How about you just send them new decals?
Or it's like, okay, deal with a customer cutting his finger. And well, this guy I was just cutting the stickers that didn't fit my toy, and he told me to use an X-Acto knife. It's like, dude. So maybe AI didn't write this, because this sounds like a dumb human. This is like, holy shit, dude. Did you really like think that this was a good idea? Oh my God. Like, this is so bad. So bad.
Decals aren't that much. Couldn't you just send out some new decals?
It's also just like, like, listen, if there was something wrong with my items, we sent replacements. We fixed it. Like, you can't like just, I mean, he's trivializing something that somebody paid $80 for or something like that. So it's
he basically told you it's retro, man. He's making a retro item. You got to use an X-Acto knife because it doesn't really, just like in the 80s.
Just like in the 80s, we got it wrong.
Yeah, we made this thing that was for kids, but now you're adults, but you still like should treat it like you're a kid, and that shouldn't matter, because that didn't matter to you as a kid. Like,
with a 300% markup.
Yeah, right?
Holy shit.
I mean seriously. Like, you would think it's okay if it's just decals. I'm just going to send them new decals. Yeah. Like, let's print them. It's just stickers. It's just paper. Print them out. Send them out. Like, that's super easy. And I think inexpensive. I'm not in toy manufacturing myself yet. But I have a Kickstarter in mind, Bobby. What are you going to do about it? You going to stop me?
Well, I was wondering when I could stop doing this show.
He says, in any event, hoping everyone has a great time with these awesome items. We're tightening up our communication so we can be there when you need us. And goddamn, there's another page. He says, lastly, we are shipping items as they arrive. You might receive multiple shipments because we know how important it is to have these in your hands as soon as possible. We will eat the shipping cost. No issue. The most important is that you receive the items as we do, so you can enjoy what you have so patiently been waiting to receive. Yeah, that's not AI, because that's terribly worded. We want to continue to earn your trust and business. Then just send out some decals. That's my answer to him. Yeah. We understand there is tremendous competition out there. Many toy makers making fabulous products. Except Bobby Vala. Oh, he called you out. Oh, my God. We greatly appreciate and honor that you have chosen the Loyal Subjects. It's with great pride and joy that we procure amazing products for your entertainment needs. We'll give you 110% each and every day. We're here to provide a daily dose of fun, blah, blah. Adventures, spark, ignite imaginations. I mentioned when I read this the other night, this whole, like, we want to provide a daily dose of fun, adventure, and just spark and ignite your imaginations. Like, dude, we're all in our 40s, some in our 50s.
Yeah.
Don't talk to us like we're kids. Yeah. Kids aren't buying your $150 truck. They're not.
Is that what it was? Was it
$150?
It was something like that. It was a lot.
It's 100. Isn't it 100?
It was 100. Okay.
Maybe it's 120. I think all four you can get for like $320.
Jeez. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
The world is a tough place. At least our hobbies can remain stress-free unless you slice your hand open with an X-Acto knife. Filled with maximum enjoyment, perfect escape pod, the drudgery of modern life, blah, blah, blah. Your loyal toy maker-in-chief, Jonathan Caffey.
Dude, the Rhino's $180.
What?
No, it's not.
$180. $174.99.
I bet it doesn't come with an X-Acto knife.
The helicopter switchblade is $90.
Jeez.
You know what he should be doing is you could probably outsource X-Acto blades in China and include them with your items now.
Ramen A says, in my best Iceman cough, bullshit. That's funny.
So bad.
Yeah, and then Brian Stevenson says the Loyal Subjects CEO addressed this recently on Facebook. I actually have the video. You guys want to see the video?
Jeez, there's a cringe video. Please tell me.
Hey, M.A.S.K faithfuls. It is a beautiful day here in Los Angeles, California. The sun is shining, the skies are blue, the birds are chirping, and we've been spending the better part of the day making awesome toys and trying to help all you guys out. We're really stoked on our execution of our M.A.S.K items. We were trying to give you exactly what that feeling Christmas morning 1985 was with those original Kenner offerings, and trying to keep it as close to the best as that experience as possible. And I know you guys could probably crawl back to those great memories of seeing things under the Christmas tree and be like, whoa! And lo and behold, ripping off the wrapping paper and finding M.A.S.K toys under the tree. That's our goal and objective. We try to give you something that was really cool, that gave you that feeling once again. By and large, I feel that we accomplished it. But I'm here to talk to you about customer service. We're improving that segment of our business. We did a little bit of a whiff, and I'm giving you a mea culpa right now. We're sorry that we didn't meet your expectations. But now we are in the event of fixing it, adding customer service agents and others, customer service apparatuses to help you guys and make sure that you're getting the communication that you deserve. And I just want to update that we are getting these M.A.S.K items out. We sent a lot of shipments out recently. We're continuing on to everything that you guys have ordered. We're making sure that they're packed up careful, plenty of packing materials to make sure those items are safe and they arrive in your hands safe. Like always, just hope UPS or the post office doesn't play soccer or football with these packages. Which does happen from time to time, but we did go to the added sort of protection of making sure there's enough bubble wrap around these items, peanuts, packing paper, the whole nine. So I think you guys will be pleased about how we procured these to get these safe in your hands. But I'm here to let you know that we are getting everything out. The whole team is working feverishly. It's, Loyal Subjects is comprised of many talented individuals that put 110% every single day, every time they show up to work, and they understand how important you guys are in making sure that we earn your trust, we earn your dollar. We're extraordinarily appreciative and grateful for your support and your patronage, and we'll continue to do our best to improve, to make the changes necessary to help you guys out, help your experience, make your experience better when you're shopping with Loyal Subjects. And enjoy your M.A.S.K items. They are wonderful, they are beautiful, they are functional, and they are sweet. Till next time, I shall be talking to you soon. P.S. Here's one of my favorite toys that we made. It is a Hot Wheel. These were really cool. Underappreciated, but very cool. Beautiful little vehicles that we made. It sits in my office. I love this guy.
Oh my God.
What's the point of a Hot Wheel? It's not a Hot Wheel. I don't get that one.
That's a weird toy, right?
Bullshit. Yeah. That's...
Smudge says this guy sounds like he eats carrots for the shape. That's not nice, Smudge.
So he is not the guy that wrote the letter.
No, that's him. That's Jonathan Cathy.
That's him? I thought Jonathan Cathy was older looking.
Isn't that what he said? He said Jonathan Cathy here.
Oh, did he?
Hey, M.A.S.K faithfuls. It is a beautiful day here in Los Angeles, California. The sun is shining, the skies are blue, the birds are chirping, and we've been spending the better.
And he doesn't say his name. No, I'm certain that's Jonathan Cathy. I thought.
Okay. Well, hold on. I don't think so.
You want to look it up?
Cathy.
Are you Googling it right now?
I am.
Okay.
Oh, I guess that is him. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's him. All right. When I looked him up the other day, he looked older, but maybe he just looks haggard in this picture. But anyway, all right. Would you like my hot take?
That's why I'm here.
First of all, and I think California people just have this douchery to them. The first thing you start with is how great LA is. The birds are chirping, the sun is out. Oh, and the meth addicts And the homeless people are all over my sidewalk outside. Look at that. Oh,
That's
and then, something's on fire over there. Oh, we don't have water to put it out. Oh, let me talk about how great LA is. Why the fuck are these people making toy companies in California? Do you really? This is why this shit costs so much. It's like, this is why I talk about Super 7. They're in the most expensive part of California. That's why this shit costs so much. It's like, how about move to a place that has better taxes and things like that? Like, dude, I'm planning on moving the company to a different state this year. So it's like, because I want better taxes and stuff like that. Maybe I'll be able to lower prices again. But it's like, dude, what are you doing? You're really going to talk about fucking California like it's a great place? I'm sorry, people who live in California. It's a fucking dumpster fire like New York is. But anyway, so you start with that. And then I love that he had to stop to like click the next page. It's like, how to sound not genuine is reading off your own script and making it look like you're reading off your own script. It's like, dude, that was so bad. And it's like, oh, and they're functional. And then he was like, we have people that are putting 110%. Dude, listen, if your people put 110% in, you wouldn't have missed gas tanks upside down. Like, you can't tell me, okay, if that's their 110%, you better hire some new people, because 110% is getting you upside down gas tanks. 30% should get you upside down gas tanks. You're talking about 110%, dude? Man, you are like, that video was awful. That video did him no favors. No favors. Yeah, that was bad. That was really bad. Jesus.
I mean, you have had issues with some of the toys in your line, and you handled them, I think, completely differently. Like, you've always been pretty good about getting ahead of it and sending replacements out.
Yeah.
Sending replacements with the item when the factory got something wrong. You know, it wasn't like they went out, everyone swarmed you, and then you said, hey, leave me alone. These are like vintage toys.
Yeah.
They're all screwed up.
It's just like when the 80s.
I mean, things do happen in production. Things can go wrong, right? As a company, you have to make sure that you work to get it right, not gaslight people and say that, oh, just get your X-Acto knife out, or, these are perfect toys, or whatever he was saying in that email. This is really going to turn a lot of people off, and there's already a lot of people turned off by the prices. $180 for the Rhino. Jeez. $180.
That's insane.
Yeah.
I mean, you can get all four of them for $320, but
that's a lot.
That's a lot for four.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, those aren't even $118. Those are small toys.
And
like my kid had Imaginext vehicles like similar size with action features. You twist the thing, the cockpit pops up, it shoots missiles. Those were all under $20. But now you're telling me the M.A.S.K toys are 80, 180, 90. That doesn't add up to me. That doesn't make sense.
$35 $35 for the motorcycle Condor, which is like a motorcycle that turns into a helicopter. $35.
Yeah.
I wonder what you can get a complete Condor for nowadays, like a vintage Condor.
Is that the one they found a warehouse full of in South America?
Let me look it up. Let me look up some eBay sold auctions. Let's see.
Probably not that much. And guys, for everyone in the chat, just so you know, I've got all the chat saved. I am going out of order, so I haven't skipped or missed any super chats. Don't worry. So let's see here. Brian Stevenson says, we knew this was coming when we heard the Loyal Subjects got the IP. I've heard that they have a pretty rough track record as far as other toy lines.
What did you say Condor cost?
$35.
On January 10th, a loose complete Condor sold for $35 with $9 shipping.
Yeah.
So it's like, for an extra $10, I think I'll take a vintage one. Jeez.
Yep. Let's see here. Robert's Infinite Realm sends in a 26-month member chat. Thank you, Robert. Anyone remember when someone at the Loyal Subjects said ramen were cheap knockoffs?
That was Tin Cup John Warden.
That was John Warden, yeah.
That was John
That aged
Warden.
like milk, as did the Loyal Subjects M.A.S.K line. Loyal Subjects, the real cheap knockoff.
Now, Bobby, did you work with John Warden at?
I did. I was his intern in 2011 or 2010 or 2011, something like that.
He did. Did he was part of the Pursuit of Cobra?
Yeah. So I got to work on Pursuit of Cobra with him.
That's the best thing ever made, man.
Yeah. No, listen, John was great when I was there. Like the stuff he did was fantastic. He was great on Pursuit of Cobra. And I had the privilege of working on some Pursuit of Cobra stuff with John. It was like a dream come true for me to work on that line with him. And but John's a weird guy. Like he's friendly and he's nice, but it's like you try to like get to know him and like hang out with him, and he's just weird. He's just weird. And I just remember like, so when I got hired at Hasbro in 2012, they took him off G.I. Joe because it was after Retaliation and it was kind of done and over, and they put him on Transformers. And I remember like us being at like an outside of work function, and I was like, we were with a bunch of people, and I was saying how like I was like, man, I want to like revive G.I. Joe. My goal is to like fix it and like bring it back. He goes, you don't want anything to do with that brand. He goes, that brand's a nightmare. And I was like, wow. And it was like he was just talking down about G.I. Joe so much that I was like, dude, like you revived G.I. Joe. Like you came in with 25th anniversary and then Pursuit of Cobra, like you were the guy. And I come to find out that he never really cared about G.I. Joe. He was a Transformers guy. Like he was always like a diehard Transformers guy. And that's what they moved him onto. And that's all he cared about. So I found it funny that, before he got let go, he was Lenny's manager on G.I. Joe. But, it kind of bummed me out what John became. And then it's like he gets laid off and then he's begging people for money on a GoFundMe when he was on severance. He was on severance and then gets another job. It's like, dude, you got $20,000 from people. Like, that's not cool. Like,
damn.
Like, I got laid off. I didn't start a GoFundMe and beg people for money. You do what you have to do to find another job. It's like you literally like begged people for money. Like that was just when I saw that, I lost every bit of respect I had for him. It's like, you're on severance, dude. You're on severance. Like maybe it's not as long as old severances used to be, but you were still on severance when you were asking for people to support your GoFundMe. So, I was just like, dude, that's a terrible look, and now you're at Loyal Subjects talking about going to China and fixing things and making everything great. And then it's like, it's not great. Okay.
So wait, what's the deal? Why did he hate? Why was he not? Why do you think G.I. Joe was like tough brand?
I don't know. He just he said it was just a difficult brand to do. Like
the best. I think literally Pursuit of Cobra might be the best. It's the best iteration of G.I. Joe.
He probably looked at it as like they didn't, Hasbro didn't care about G.I. Joe. However, it's like, dude, I remember like he got to do Pursuit of Cobra because no one was watching. Like, it was after the movie. Now, the crazy thing is the movie did so poorly and the products did poorly, but he like was given all this money to tool all this new shit and do all these great figures. It was literally the best era of G.I. Joe. And there was so much new tooling. And it was like, he did it. And, then it's like they skated by and then they did 30th anniversary and then they did Retaliation. And then it was then they did 50th anniversary, but he was trying to think if he was on it during 50th anniversary. He might have been. No. He wasn't on it during 50th anniversary because that's when they moved it to the LA team. And then the LA team just destroyed that brand.
Most of the 50th is just repaints.
It's just repaints. But I went on the Joe brand during that whole 50th anniversary stuff, and then we were working on the 6-inch line, and we were working on me and Mark Webber, we were working on a pitch for I guess it would have been the 40th anniversary of Real American Hero. And we had some really cool items that we would have done, but they nixed it because they canceled the third movie and no one wanted to do any more G.I. Joe stuff. And it's like, all right, cool.
John Garrett says we need Veebs to interview the CEO to get to the bottom of these issues.
if Veebs or Robo, if they interview him, they're like, "Don't worry about it. Everything is great. This is so fantastic. This stuff is so cool." Like, okay,
Who the hell's Veebs?
exactly.
Is that-
He was on the Fwoosh channel. He would interview he still does on Robo's channel.
He's a really good softball player.
Yeah, big time softballs. Wait, that sounded wrong. Smudge has been a member for 7 months. Thank you, Smudge. He says, if that message isn't AI, I'll donate to a Leering Center. You misspelled that, Smudge. But
that's why we know he's not using AI.
Yeah, that's right.
His comment there's no spelling there. There's just no. Much love for you, but
Brian Stevenson says people are also saying BBTS is complicit. From what I understand, BBTS is just not taking returns on it, similar to how like Toys R Us didn't take returns on NECA product because they broke so often.
Oh,
but
really?
I can't confirm that because I've never bought or any of these M.A.S.K toys, especially not from BBTS. So I can't say. Yeah. So I mean, there's the here we go. Irish Johnny says, I bought all 4 M.A.S.K toys. The best way to describe them is overpriced, glorified knockoffs. Honestly, I was heartbroken when I saw the defects. That sucks, man.
Wow.
I was this close to buying this shit. This close. I still might. I don't know if I can control myself.
I mean, you might get your money out of it making a nice video.
That's true. That's good
You
point.
know?
Yeah. Mine's all fucked up. My Rhino's all fucked up. I put it in storage and I lost the door, so that's why. And the chrome's all gone. I mean, granted, it's from the era, so.
Yeah, that's your childhood Rhino. Are the rubber wheels still intact?
The rubber wheels are good, but the chrome is all like rubbed off.
Yeah.
So you can kind of see that. See, there's no chrome left.
Yep.
And the door broke, and the stickers are falling off. But I think the stickers are falling off for the new ones. So there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
But all the mechanisms work really well. Battering ram, see that?
Nice.
Door,
springs are good.
The little ejection seat, which is one of my favorite features of all time. One of the best things ever. That ejection seat.
Yeah.
So good.
Let's see here. As in Sketcher, Arizona Sketcher, whatever Sketcher. He says, "Yeah, if I'm paying $80, I don't want to take out an X-Acto knife to fix it." Right. Okay. RC Archaeologist sends in
180.
Right, 180.
Yeah.
RC Archaeologist sends in $5. He says, nobody knows how to take ownership of their F-ups anymore. Just deflect and deny and act hurt. You were in the crosshairs. Weak. Yeah. Thank you, RC Archaeologist. Appreciate that. Mersenne Twister, member for 13 months. Thank you. He says, he never addressed the toy issues at all. Not in his video. And he barely touched on them in the email outside of telling you to cut your decals that are too long with an X-Acto. Thank you, Mersenne Twister. Hal Jordan says Bobby should add frontline fodder soldiers like Star Trek red shirts to Action Force and call them loyal subjects. That's funny.
Really funny.
That's very good. All right. So, I think that about wraps up all of our thoughts for the Loyal Subjects stuff going on right now. Oh, Bobby, I meant to tell you before we get on to our next subject. I got my nerd stash in, Bobby. My nerd stash from Nerdzoic, and look what was in there.
Ooh,
that's right. That's going straight to you, man.
My man.
Yep.
I can't wait. I hate that I'm excited about a product that Dwight worked on. You know, so it's like bittersweet. It's like, ugh, had to be him. Couldn't have been someone else.
Dwight? What's the beef with Dwight? Or is that painful?
He was my old boss on Marvel.
Oh.
He's just a two-faced liar and dresses like a hobo.
I will say,
and he's a hack of a designer.
He did pretty good on Cardiac here.
I mean, Ryan, at the end of the day, all he did was send Google images to a sculptor.
Okay.
Yeah.
The sculptor did okay.
That's what he did.
But that whole wave is in stock right now. Where, Bobby? On Nerdzoic.com. That's right, guys. Nerdzoic.com. You like our jingles here, Mark? Do you like the jingle?
Oh, lovely.
It's a good jingle,
lovely,
right?
yeah.
For Nerdzoic.com.
How do you
Guys,
get those? How do you get those? Is that
that's AI.
the AI? Of course.
That's how you use AI right there. You make
Yeah.
jingles. But I mean,
Can you
seriously,
get a slightly gayer jingle next time.
I'll work on it.
Don't tell Ryan that. He'll give you one.
Yeah, I will. Just,
work
just
on
ask Jordan.
the gayest jingle.
Just ask Jordan.
Not that
But
there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying.
anyway, so why buy on Amazon or other huge online retailers? Go to Nerdzoic.com. They specialize in modern action figures and collectibles from Hasbro, McFarlane, NECA, M.A.S.K, Super 7, Bandai, and Valaverse. That's right, guys. Action Force, Valaverse on Nerdzoic.com. They are known for their incredible customer service and fast turnaround on in-stock orders. This seriously took like 3 days to get to my house from Pennsylvania, from PA. That's crazy. They have a front and center owner presence. Matt, a.k.a. Big Nerdy, from the Nerdzoic YouTube channel. That's his store. He's running it with his wife, Anna. If there's ever an issue, you reach out. You got to call them on the phone. You got to go on their live chat on their website. You're talking to Matt or Anna. They're going to take care of you. Matt is one of us. He's a collector just like us. He gets it. He's a lifelong collector. Opened up his own toy store after creating a pretty cool YouTube channel, Nerdzoic.com. He will personally engage with you with any issues you have, customer service-wise. They're real humans with real faces. When you buy from Nerdzoic, you know exactly who you're dealing with, not just some random person on the internet. Check out their Nerd Stash feature. Okay, have you heard of the Nerd Stash? It's this system where you can pile up your orders into your Nerd Stash and then ship it all at once for one low shipping price. That's right, guys. Nerdzoic.com, where they're small enough to care, but big enough to deliver. Well, that guy's really getting his money worth. I'll tell you what. Bobby, what the hell are you doing? We're doing a show here.
I know. I'm fixing something.
Are you clipping your toenails?
I am.
Okay.
Well, I am, because I'm going to start doing whatnot auctions, and I'm going to auction them off. I figured people would want, anything that had to do with me.
It's disgusting. No one wants your toenails. But if you're going to get rid of them anyway, send them to Mark.
Right?
All right. Let's go to the chat one more time. We're going to take some Action Force questions, and then we have another topic I want to touch on for a little bit. First, I Played with Toys. Thanks for the $4.99. He says, what can we expect from Valaverse in 2026?
I want to say, so I was going through the list of the items that we have coming in 2026. I want to say it's at least 35 more items coming. So you have the tin is coming. What's today? The 17th. The tin is arriving at our warehouse by the 30th. Fingers crossed. And then we'll put that up. We have Zolocon. Well, the Zolocon exclusive. We will have some reissues of some retired weapons packs, maybe with some added deco to them. Those will be coming. We have a new line called the Black. That's coming. We have some more Series 6 figures coming. We have, let me look at the shelf over there. Oh, we have this other figure that's a DFW exclusive. That's coming. We've got a whole plethora of items that I haven't shown yet that are coming. Splinter Cell should be coming by the end of the year. The Attack Raft is coming in the third or fourth quarter. We have the Extras line coming by the end of the year. Some other exclusives for our shows. Trying to think what else we have coming. Yeah, there's a lot.
That's a lot.
By the way, LaserPants, I know what the secret 1944 character is, and you don't.
Say that to him.
Fucking with you.
He's gonna get so upset.
Oh, Mark had to go, guys. He has a bad internet connection, so we're gonna continue the show. Okay, you can come back.
Oh, this is great.
Well, you got the Praetorian Pyre and the
And the Wraith
translucent
2.0.
Rave. Yeah, 2.0 Rave.
Yep, 2.0
In
Wraith.
stock.
Those things have been flying out of here.
Good.
Flying. I'm excited of how much product we're moving.
Greg Fenstad says, Bobby, with Hasbro moving to Boston, is there anything from their figure vaults you wish would be saved from the warehouse dumpster?
Yeah, I mean, their whole fourth floor archives. There was some rumors going around about, they junked it. Chris Crocs junked it, and I debunked that rumor because I reached out to someone who has the ins, and they were like, "No, that did not happen."
Thank goodness.
So everyone, chill out a bit. Don't read everything you hear on the internet.
I've seen pictures from inside that archive, and it's wild.
It's wild, but again, I don't know what they're doing with it. I know there's some people that are trying to save it. Maybe somebody should Ocean's 11 that shit. But I mean, there's millions of dollars. Like, they should just auction it off. It's like there's millions of dollars worth of just vintage G.I. Joe and Star Wars stuff. And I remember being in there, and like they had like a lot of old Kenner stuff, and they had Silverhawks, and I saw the Silverhawks on the rack, and just like Exo Squad and all brands that like start to die, the last wave is always like the most expensive, rarest wave to get on the secondary market. So Silverhawks had these Sonic fighters or some shit like that. There was just a whole rack of them. We're talking like $1,000 figures, just sitting there. And I remember walking by like about 5 or 6 just mint in-box Defiance, Shuttle Tidariums, Death Stars. Dude, they had, I mean, when I was working on the Missile Command headquarters, I got from the archives an unpunched set. Like, you know how rare that is? Like, it was just mint here, unpunched sheet of, and it's just like the shit they have there, green card Hasbro WWF stuff. There was some green tag G.I. Joes there that, had green tags on them with notes to change stuff. So they were like, prototypes. And it's just like, dude, just auction that stuff off, man. Guys don't like, just let someone, let someone take it or archive it or something like that. You guys obviously don't care. And Chris Cox definitely doesn't care. So, but I mean, someone said to me the other day, they were like, hey, is it cool to know that, like, by the end of the year, you're going to be the only toy company in Rhode Island? And I'm like, there might not be any toy companies left in Rhode Island by the end of 2026.
All right.
Because I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Impossible Pie wants to know if there's going to be females in the black.
Eventually, yes. Yes.
Hey, Bobby.
Dirty pirate hookers. Do it, Ryan.
You are a smelly pirate hooker.
Buff88 says, hey, Bobby, and Mark for that matter. What is your favorite Cobra Trooper? Mine has always been the original Viper.
What was that? Hey, what is your favorite Cobra Trooper?
Yeah.
My favorite Cobra Trooper.
Or like Troop Builder,
Troop Builder. The yellow and black 93 Alley Viper.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Choice.
Or Hydro Viper.
Oh, Hydro Viper is amazing.
Hydro Viper's amazing. Yeah.
I like Crimson Guard. Crimson
Guard's a great. Crimson Guard are mortal. Actually, yeah, let me rephrase. Crimson Guard are mortal. Fucking awesome figure.
Like the original. He's just got a cool.
I know you're older than me. I appreciate more the 90s stuff than you do.
You don't appreciate 93 though. Come on, right? No.
Except Alley Viper.
Yeah. There's a few. There's like 3 good figures. The rest is absolute dog shit.
Yeah. I mean, 94 is atrocious, but
93 is pretty bad too.
It is, but
The only good thing is the Street Fighter figures.
Oh God.
Those are all awesome. Come on.
What year was Headman? Was he 92 or 93?
92.
92, the DEF stuff, right?
Headman, man.
He's a great figure.
Action figure.
The pinstripes and the hat. Like, man, he was awesome. He was awesome.
Michael Vaness says, Bobby, what are you going to do if you see Dwight at Comic-Con? Are you going to Will Smith slap him, or tell him to do better?
No, I'll probably get Will Smith's like I'll probably be the Chris Rock in that scenario. But I mean, I'll just smile. That's all I could do is just smile and laugh at these guys. I mean, what are they going to do at Comic-Con? Are they really going to? Here's the thing: if they do anything to me, what are you going to do? Are you going to risk your job on me? I would hope not. But I mean, maybe those feelings are so visceral that emotions might take over. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, it'd be pretty fun no matter what. But I mean, I don't know. We'll see. I mean,
no, emotions can't be that visceral. Why? What does he get against you?
Have you never seen this show, Mark? I mean,
I've watched a few episodes, but I don't have 3,000 hours of my life to watch every back episode.
Well, that's like Ryan. So Mark is just getting to know me with our working relationship and stuff. And we went out after filming the other day, and he's telling me he's like, oh yeah, I watch Full Force, and I'm like, oh, I think I might need to
that's where I get my news to steal.
I was like, I think I might need to rethink this business relationship here. I was like, man, and I'm just like, oh, he doesn't know about all this stuff.
No, and I don't want to. Fuck that shit. Boy drama about dolls. No, dolls. I had enough of that shit.
Are Star Wars Black Series and Classified made in the same factory? Says Captain Tim Adkins.
They're made in several factories. The factory that the Vanguard was made at, they had done very early classified stuff and some early Black Series stuff. I know the current factory that does the majority of the HasLab stuff and the classified stuff. So there's that.
10-year-old Malaysian girls make all the Black Series, and they are forced to watch The Acolyte. 24 hours a day.
Oh God!
Please, no more.
Junkie on Crafts and Builds, member for 29 months. Thank you, Junkie on. He says people pay $50 for a Legends and needs that Exacto. They're more now. That man, Yojo Jerk put up a review of the Maximum Deadpool today, and
did he?
Yeah, those are up to $60, and no, it's not. He did not like it. It was on.
I mean, is it amazing? Like great content, amazing.
Yeah.
Okay,
it's a good video.
Okay.
I think he's very fair.
I love him.
That Deadpool would be fine at the regular $25 price point. It would be good, but when you put the $60 price tag on it, and he's got like gummy joints, and you're gonna break the peg on the shoulder to the. It's ridiculous.
Wait a second. It's not 50.
No, they went up to 55 or 60. The maximum.
Damn.
Already?
For dupe?
Dude, it's the third figure.
Dude,
it's the third dupe?
Ever since they
jeez.
What was it? Was it tariffs or something this year? Or I can't keep track. There's been so many price increases recently.
Oh God.
But yeah, I mean, if I go to buy Deadpool, it's $60. I'd have to look on Amazon. But yeah,
we could always get Ryan Ting on to, have him justify the $60 price tag.
Yeah.
I got the Deadpool, and he comes with a scooter. He comes with Squirrel Pool.
That was the one I did. That was my item.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
that's great. I bought that for my son.
Great item.
It's awesome.
It's
back when that item was
$60.
Back when that item was $40.
That's way better. Why would you not just buy that? I bought it recently for $60.
Oh.
And it came with a fucking scooter and a squirrel and a dog and shit. You did that? That's awesome.
I did.
I love that.
The scooter and the dog pool and all that was my idea. I worked on some great shit back then, man.
Oh, nice.
All the 12-inch stuff too, right?
All 12-inch stuff. I mean, that stuff's not that great because it could have been way better.
Yeah.
Could have been way better.
New England Josh, thanks for the 675. That's a very specific number.
Hey, Mark, he's one of us.
Oh,
New
shit,
England
yeah. Yeah, apparently you're New England, so,
I'm sorry.
I'll kill you.
I mean, I'm not a real New Englander. Thank God.
Is Jersey not technically New England?
No, it is not.
Oh, okay.
Jersey is not.
Born and raised.
He says, "Hey Bobby, you recently did a video about fun, wacky toy lines that should be brought back. Have you ever thought about doing toys in that space?"
I mean, there's a lot I want to do. Like, yes, in that group of toys, yes, I would probably want to do all of them just because I picked them. But maybe I've looked into some, maybe I haven't. But I think they all need to be revived. I mean, well, let's see. Now that who knows? Now that I'm free from Legion's Con, maybe I can do my own fantasy Knights in Armor line now. So maybe I'll do a King Arthur line, and
ooh, that'd be cool.
Maybe I'll team up with my good buddy Rob over at Savage Crucible, doing some amazing fantasy stuff. Real $50 figures. $50 figures that actually come with a lot of stuff. There's that. So we'll see.
All right. We'll be playing Captain Power too, right?
Ooh, yeah, baby. Yeah.
Captain Power. We got a lot more, but we got to get into our second subject, so I'm going to put the chat on hold for a minute. Mark, you mentioned you like Star Wars.
I do. Not anymore, because it blows, because Kathleen Kennedy fucking ruined it, and it's horrible, right?
Well, good news, Mark, because 8 years ago, according to Doomcock and Geeks and Gamers, she was fired. So, no, but actually, she officially stepped down. It's like officially official, like a legitimate site. Deadline came out. They interviewed her. And this interview is crazy. And there's a few things in here that I want to share with you guys.
Well, 8 years ago was the last time I watched something that was Star Wars.
Right.
Wait,
did you really not watch The Mandalorian?
Was that more? That was less than 8 years ago?
Oh, yeah. That was like 5-6 years ago.
Oh, I watched the first 2 seasons, and then the last season I did not bother.
Yeah, no, the first 2 is all you need. That was good.
Yeah.
And then it went off the rails, dude.
Okay.
Okay, so this is from Deadline, interviewing Kathleen Kennedy. I like this right here. Oh Snappage says, "I didn't know Kathleen Kennedy left Disney to work for Loyal Subjects." Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, thank you, Oh Snap. Okay. It says, so the interviewer asked Kathleen Kennedy, what have been the highs and lows of running a company built on such a beloved IP? She says, killing it. No. She says, the highs include realizing how many people love Star Wars. You didn't realize that before?
What a dumb shit.
She says, the majority of people, and certainly the people that I run into and people outside the business, they love Star Wars. They love the movies. They might love all the shows. They might love some of the shows. But when I came into this, I realized a few things. We had walked in at a moment when there hadn't been any movies for 10 years or more. What? She took over in 2012. Revenge of the Sith came out in 2005. Come on now. There's still a memory of the greatest series of movies in cinema history. You're walking into something that has enormous expectations. Yet at the same time, you know that you've got to find new characters and you have to expand the galaxy. You need to think about who the new audience is. How about you have the biggest audience on the planet and you just make content for them?
There's that.
Couldn't you do that?
Smart thing to do.
At that point, it had been around for 30-some years. You can just...
No.
You have a built-in audience and you chase them all away for some non-existent new audience. She says, that's what I feel that I did. Yes, you brought in a new audience of 17 people and chased away millions.
17 people.
And that's what I feel all the people that I've worked with over this last decade did. The highs include bringing in a new audience. This is so stupid. She is completely... She lacks all self-awareness is what she does.
It must be awesome living in a fantasy world. Like,
no kidding. Like, she says, I think we did find new characters. We continue to find new characters. No, you took old characters, changed their gender, and renamed them. That's what you did.
How's that Rose Tico selling at the Ollie's?
Yeah, right. You know, why did Hasbro make her once?
Poor Rose.
I know.
Poor Rose.
You know, you take her out of that jumpsuit. She was a
very
cute
pretty.
chick, dude. Yeah, she's
Very
a cute
pretty.
chick. Deadline says, and the lows? Kennedy says, the lows are that you've got a very, very small percentage of the fan base that has enormous expectations, and basically they want to continue to see pretty much the same thing. Okay, this bitch right here. She just said that the small section of the fan base want to see the next thing. She says this after making The Force Awakens. That is a complete ripoff of A New Hope.
Yep.
You turn the TIE fighters black. You put blue on the X-Wings. That's all you did. That's all you did, woman. Oh, they did it. Even in the first movie, Jakku, Tatooine. The second movie was Empire Strikes Back had Hoth, so they made another white planet, and to differentiate it, they had a guy dip his finger into the white substance on the planet and say, "That's salt."
Jeez.
That happened. I'm not making that. That's not Spaceballs 2.
I've seen it.
Yeah. So she let's see. She continues on. She says, and if you're not going to do that, then you know you're going to disappoint them. I'm not sure there's anything you can do about that. Yes, there is. Because oh my God. Okay. Because you can't please everybody. That's true. You can't please everybody. All you can do is try to tell good stories. You failed.
You didn't.
Oh, the first three pleased everybody, right?
Yeah. And try to stick to the essence of what George created. You changed it all.
Yeah, he was pissed off at what you did. So
yes.
Don't try to say like, oh, what George created. It's like you shit on everything he created.
He had a vision. There's videos of him saying, I mean, whatever. He might have fucked that up too because the prequels are terrible. But you know, or they're kind of. They're
Ryan
not.
Ryan likes the prequels.
I like prequels.
Ryan
He said, I sold. It's like I sold my kids to white slavers. That's what he said.
Right. Actually, the prequels I'm a little old, being old.
Yeah.
When you see the prequels, I went and wait in line for that shit and everything. And it was like the first one, I was like, it's all right. The second one, you're like, all right, what the fuck's going on? And then, but in retrospect, the third one's kind of good.
I mean,
kind of.
As someone that enjoys the prequels, it's not like I don't see the flaws.
Yeah, they're
I just like them for what they are. I was 17 when the
story.
first one came out, so most of my friends at the time, I shouldn't say that. I think it was pretty split in 1999 between people that hated it and people that liked it. But I think everyone was in agreement, like, it's got serious issues. The acting, Jar Jar, all that.
Yeah.
But, man, at the end, when you get to that Darth Maul fight, it's like, whoo-hoo, baby, this is what I've been waiting for.
I mean, the score,
the music is so good.
Oh, Duel of the Fates is one of the greatest pieces of orchestral.
That one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember I had a burned copy of the trailer. Me and my friend would watch it like 50 times a day. It was so good.
A communications disruption can mean only one thing. Invasion. Remember that? They said that in the trailer.
I mean, it's literally got the best Jedi ever in it. So
Qui-Gon.
Qui-Gon.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so let me continue on.
Is he really?
Mark, just stop right there. He is.
Well, you know why? Because Qui-Gon had. I'm going to get really nerdy here. Qui-Gon had the whole thing figured out.
He giantly got his ass fucking whooped by Darth Maul.
Bro,
right.
he was an old man, and he fought like the youngest, most badass evil.
He was like 40. He was old. He got his ass whooped. And then, Darth Maul sucks, by the way, because, next thing, right? You got Obi-Wan. First of all, Obi-Wan looks at his lightsaber. He flips up over Darth Maul. Darth Maul looks up like this. He flips up over him and cuts him in half. It's the stupidest shit you've ever seen in any movie. He jumps up, you cut him down. You're done. You're done. He sucks.
He used the Force to confuse him, Mark. Everyone knows that.
Nah, bullshit. And Qui-Gon, because he died like a pussy.
He just
like a fucking pussy.
Oh my God! I can't believe you're taking Qui-Gon's name in vain. Okay.
He is my favorite Jedi.
How the fuck is he your favorite Jedi? Come on.
Because he's awesome. He's awesome.
You know, it'd be cool if like
Yoda
Liam Neeson
exists,
just
man. Yoda
if Liam
exists.
Neeson just came in frame behind Mark right now and just like snapped his neck.
Force Ghost Liam Neeson. Yeah.
All right. Okay, I got to continue on with the stupid Kathleen Kennedy interview. Stick to what George created. No, you're gonna shit all over Luke Skywalker and kill off the main heroes one by one in your stupid rip-off movies. She says he embedded incredible values into Star Wars and what it has to say. The whole idea of hope and fun and entertainment and what he's done over all these years. That's what I tried to preserve. You got to be kidding me. And I wouldn't do that any differently, and I wouldn't change anything that we've done over the years. I mean, she is like turning the knife. She's like, I killed Star Wars, you toxic fans, and I wouldn't change anything about what I did. That's what she's saying.
Wow.
That's what she's saying. She says, I understand why some people may like certain things more than others, but that's not going to change why I decided to do certain things and why I decided to work with the people that we worked with.
I mean, you kind of like fired everyone you worked with because you couldn't keep like a working relationship with them.
Yeah. Yep. Let's see. Why did I screenshot this? She says, I think everybody that came into the Star Wars space, they love Star Wars, and that was first and foremost important. You want to have people coming into Star Wars and wanting to tell stories and wanting to make movies and wanting to create television shows that you respect and care about. Jon Favreau is completely different than Tony Gilroy, and yet they're both incredibly talented storytellers. I found it thrilling to support each one of them trying to tell the stories they want to tell, blah, blah, blah. Okay. That's what I think I do well. And that's what I like to do and want to continue to do. And hopefully that took Star Wars into the next step. What? Bankruptcy? She says, we'll see in the long run, but it feels like it did. No, it didn't.
I mean, didn't they not make back the money that they spent on it?
I don't know about that, but I know that each movie has progressively made less and less money. And
I think they made crazy money on the first one, right? It was like $1 billion,
Oh yeah, no, The Force Awakens, all that hype, that was one of the biggest movies of all time.
But it's like it's easy picky. It's like, oh, big deal. You made a movie you made your money back on a Star Wars movie. Like
right.
It's like, who gives a shit? I will watch it. It's like I'll hate watch it. I don't care. I'll see it 5 times. Like it's Star Wars.
She said, oh, this is why. She said, I feel like we expanded the universe. We brought new audiences in. But you abandoned the core audience. Like, there's a reason why Nerdzoic told me. He's like, Black Series doesn't sell. He's like the Star Wars figures. He's like, they sit. He's like, Marvel Legends and G.I. Joe, by the way. The little IP by Hasbro, outsells Black Series. Which is
serious?
Freaking crazy. Yeah. Yeah, crazy.
It's not been ruined yet. That's why nobody ruined it.
Yep. Every single filmmaker that walks in and wants to work on Star Wars, the first thing they say to me, the first thing I hear is, let me tell you about when I went to see Star Wars for the first time with my dad. With your dad. Next one. Okay. Deadline asks, let's get to what the fans are eager to know. The progress on films and series by filmmakers who've committed to putting in that 3 to 5 years. Rian Johnson, James Mangold, Simon Kinberg, Taika Waititi. All these movies by these guys were announced years ago.
Yeah.
Some of them like nearly a decade ago were announced. Still not out. He says, where are the projects at? Kennedy says, I've got to tread a bit carefully here. Jim Mangold and Bo Williman wrote an incredible script, but it is definitely breaking the mold and it's on hold. Taika has turned in a script that I think is hilarious and great.
Oh.
So did he?
Luke's gonna show his ass. Just
yeah,
like Thor Ragnarok.
Luke's gonna do
Luke's asshole.
Split.
It's gonna be
TIE fighters.
He's gonna do a Thor: Love and Thunder of Star Wars. She says, it's not just my decision, especially when I got a foot out the door. Donald Glover has turned in a script. So Donald Glover was supposed to write and star in a Lando series or movie.
I'd be up for that. I'd be up for that. He's a great writer.
He was the only good thing about Solo.
Yeah. Atlanta is one of the best shows ever made.
As you have read, Steven Soderbergh and Adam Driver turned in a script written by Scott Burns. It was just great. Anything's a possibility if someone's willing to take a risk.
That's a horrible idea. Steven Soderbergh. What are they going to talk about their feelings and shit?
Yeah.
That's going to be awful. I love Steven Soderbergh. I don't want to see him make a Star Wars movie. That's horrible.
And Adam Driver, Kylo Ren, Rey, abandoned all of that because, listen, if the toys don't sell, people don't want it. Like, no one wants to see that. And I know there's, like, some Raylos out there that, you know, they get off to making Rey and Kylo softcore porn stories. You know?
Hey,
we don't need any of that. Huh?
Hey, you don't say that.
You don't say that. Sorry, I didn't mean to offend you, Bobby. Okay, she says, I remember when I came into this job, the first thing Bob Iger said to me was, go get me some coffee. Oh, wait, no. I'm sorry. He didn't say that. He said, be bold.
She probably fucked that up, too.
Yeah. She bring back, like, tea. I've always liked that because I think you have to be bold and you have to be willing to take risks with people and with ideas. Otherwise, you're just doing the same thing. That's what you did. You did the same thing, and you thought you could get away with making Luke a girl. Which, by the way, no one hated Rey after The Force Awakens. Like, very few. Like, Force Awakens was pretty well received, even though it was a ripoff.
Yeah,
But then we saw through your bullshit when Last Jedi came out.
Can I translate her message there?
Mm-hmm.
This means you're going to sit by and watch all of the pedophiles traumatize generations of actresses.
Yes.
You got to just kind of like, yeah, it's fine. It's whatever. Just forget about that shit. Because your career is on the line. And you got to just stay the course. That's what she's saying.
There you go. Let's see here. Everything I just reeled off to you is taking a bit of a chance because none of those filmmakers are just walking in to try to do same old, same old. I'm excited by that, but the studio's nervous about that, and that's kind of where it sits at the moment. Because these stupid movies where you let Rian Johnson do whatever he wants and ruin Luke Skywalker aren't making money.
Yeah, it's like you fucked up a franchise.
Yeah.
Like, that's your claim to fame. You fucked up a franchise.
What about Indiana Jones? What about Willow?
I mean, no one's going to look back at her time on Star Wars and say, she did a great job. No, they're going to say, good riddance. Like, people are celebrating her finally leaving. Like,
yeah.
You know?
Indiana, what she did to Indiana Jones cannot even be compared to what she did to Star Wars. Indiana Jones is like beyond a raping. It's just like the worst thing that's ever happened. That last movie.
I don't know, man. Like,
fucking pieces of shit.
Luke taking his father's lightsaber and throwing it over his shoulder and being a big crybaby hiding on a planet by himself.
That was pretty bad.
That's pretty bad.
Indiana Jones being a senior citizen who shits his pants and shit. Like,
did that happen? I didn't watch the new movie. Did that happen? Did he crap his pants?
No, but he might as well have. It was just like basically the whole idea of it was like, when you're old, like the whole concept of the movie is like, when you're old, by the way, everything you've lost everything, you fucked up everything, and your life is all sadness. And this is what we're taking our character to do. Let me show. And then he just like shits himself, and then like the girl takes over, of course, and then goes back in time. He time travels, and it's the stupidest shit you've ever seen. It was one of the worst movies ever made.
I heard about the time travel. I was like, oh my God.
Bad, dude. So bad.
Let's see. Where did I leave off? Oh, here we go. Oh God, this is good. Deadline says
dies too, by the way.
Everyone dies.
Deadline his son's like dead tragically and shit.
Oh, I heard. Yeah, they killed off Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, which is good. Kill that motherfucker. He's awful.
He wasn't even the worst part about that fourth movie, though. I don't think.
He's the worst part of a lot of things. He was terrible.
Great. He was great in Fury.
Great in Fury. I agree. He was really good in Fury. He's good in a couple things. He was the worst thing about Transformers. Hands down. The worst thing.
He was pretty bad.
Yeah.
All right. So Deadline says, what about Rian Johnson returning after Star Wars Episode 8? The Last Jedi grossed 1.3 billion globally, which they never say, which is more than $1 billion less than The Force Awakens. They don't say that.
He will subvert your expectations.
Right. He says, we expected him to return. And Kennedy says, once he made the Netflix deal and went off to start doing the Knives Out films, that has occupied a huge amount of his time. That's the other thing that happens here. After Sean and I started talking about Star Wars, Stranger Things kicks in, and he was completely consumed for a while by that. That's what happened with Ryan. Okay. So he's making some stupid Knives Out movies for Netflix instead of one of the biggest IPs of all time, Star Wars. Give me a friggin' break. I don't believe you. She says, get this, and then I do believe he got spooked by the online negativity. He wanted it. He said he wanted to make a divisive movie that people hated. Half the people hated. That's what he said.
Yeah, it's like don't cry me a river like he didn't know what he was doing. He knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
Right. And he would antagonize and poke at the fans online with his stupid posts on Twitter.
What's sad is I love his movie Brick. You ever seen Brick?
Brick? No, but I've seen the one he did with Bruce Willis and
oh yeah,
that one. I like that one.
Looper. That's pretty good. But
Looper, Looper.
Brick is a great movie.
I gotta see Brick.
So good.
I've actually heard Knives Out is good too. I haven't seen that.
Knives Out is great. I mean, the first one's great. The second one, third one's better.
Okay. Yeah. He says I think Ryan made. He got spooked by online negativity. Well, you gotta have thicker skin.
Oh.
Yeah,
I've been spooked by online negativity too, man. You know,
right.
Fucking grow a pair of balls and deal with the shit.
Did Ryan get doxxed?
Yeah.
I think Ryan made one of the best Star Wars movies.
You
oh
sure
my God.
about that?
Who the fuck said that?
Kathleen Kennedy.
Oh, okay.
He's a brilliant filmmaker, and he got spooked. That is the rough part. When people come into this space, I have every filmmaker and actor say to me what's going to happen. They're a little scared. And Deadline says, you've developed a thicker skin, no doubt. You can't have been used to all the criticism when you're producing all these movies with Frank Marshall for Steven Spielberg. What do you say to ease the apprehension of these newcomers to the Star Wars universe? Every time you release another movie or series, it's like fire in the hole. She says, Kennedy responds, I'm honest, especially with the women that come into this space because they unfairly get targeted.
Of course, here it comes.
Which is bullshit.
The
only woman that was unfairly targeted was Gina Carano by you, Kathleen Kennedy.
Yes.
That's the only woman that was unfairly targeted. People weren't even going after the Rose Tico chick. There was all these things about people are going after her. Like nameless people on Twitter, like just block the accounts. It happens all the time. It happens all day. Like people didn't like the story. People didn't like the character Rose Tico. They didn't care about Kelly Marie Tran. People weren't mad at her. They didn't like Rian Johnson and the crappy movie that he wrote. She goes, I don't try to sugarcoat it. By the way, I think Rian Johnson, who I think is a man, got targeted more than anyone from Star Wars. No. Like who was targeted more than Rian Johnson? Exactly.
Yep.
Who cares?
Right.
You know what? You can target me all you want. If I have his millions of dollars to make a Star Wars movie, you want to target me all the fucking live long day? I don't care. I'm not gonna bitch about it.
Yeah, I'll wipe my tears with $100 bills.
Yeah.
There you go.
Who gives a shit?
So I mean, it's nice to know that Kathleen Kennedy, on her way out, has still learned nothing. She has not learned from her mistakes. Okay, that's all I got. You guys want to add anything to that? A little cherry on top about Star Wars and Kathleen Kennedy? Bobby's still clipping his toenails.
Thank God she's gone. She is just. I just can't believe that they knew how bad she was and how she destroyed that franchise, and they kept her around as long as they did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When do you
she must have dirt on somebody. She must have like a blowjob video of Bob Iger or something like that.
She definitely does.
Something like that. Yeah.
Can you imagine being a woman? Well, no, think about it. Being a woman in like 77 to current day and you survived in Hollywood and become one of the biggest executives, do you know how many bodies you've seen buried?
Dude.
Do you know how many children you've seen the adrenochrome and sucked out of? You know what I mean? Like she's doing it herself. Like
she's seen things, man.
Getting the adrenochrome. Like there's no fucking way. Like, and like
get on your tinfoil hat. She's definitely seen things. You know, she was one of the dancers at the Obi-Wan Club in Temple of Doom.
Was she really?
Yep.
Ew.
I think I saw that on your. I learned that recently.
I mean, the funny thing is, like, I don't know, like, what George saw in her, because it's like, what was that quote that Steven Spielberg said? He goes, "She's good at interrupting people." It's like, this is the one you gave the keys to the castle to, huh? Okay, cool.
I think George was like, "Oh, she's my buddy Frank's wife. I'll let her do it. She was around. She's been around for a long time."
Oh, to be clear, I don't really believe in the adrenochrome thing. It was a joke.
Yeah. I know that.
I guess
but
the people in the chats are like, "Did you believe?" No, it's just a fucking joke. Take like nothing I say seriously almost ever. Like that is like 100%. Like just as a caveat here.
All right. Okay. Well, let's go to the chat here. I've been waiting on this one. Blake Tarpley says, Ryan, please do a Pavement People Kickstarter. I'm gonna just don't put it out. Don't cat's out of the bag. All right. Action Mac 92 for $5. Thank you. Will Jamaicans be in the black?
I mean, there's no rules that say they can't be.
There you go. Sci-Fi George for $5. Thank you. Bobby, will there be any Red Tail / Tuskegee Airmen type characters in the 1944
But I'm just starting the line. You got to give me some time. Like, give me some time. The depth that you can go to in World War II is like the Laurentian Sea. It's like, just give me some time. We'll get there. But it's like, I see everyone's comments. You doing this? You doing this? You doing this? It's like, just give me a breath, man. I just started the line.
I'm just gonna give it away. This is what Bobby's gonna. This is the big release that Bobby's got the estate of. I'm gonna give it away right here, right now. I don't give a fuck. Hitler. He's got Hitler's estate. Hitler was like, yeah, man. Hitler's great grandchildren. They got him to the boys in the Brazil. They're Brazilian. You know, like we'll give you the rights, Bobby. You can do Hitler all you want.
Contacted the Hitler estate to make. We can't say that name again. We'll get shut down by YouTube.
Oh shit! Oh, sorry.
It's okay. No, I don't think YouTube cares.
Do they really treat it like Voldemort? Is that like
they might? I know they treat cartoon guns like Voldemort.
Shit down here.
Jordan just texted me, Bobby, and asked me if I'm watching the Seahawk game.
Turn it on, man.
Yeah. Oh, we got to wrap this up.
I like how he didn't care about the Seahawks all season. Now all of a sudden they're like, in a great playoff spot, and he's like, a fan.
Who, Jordan?
Yeah.
Oh, he's been watching them.
I don't think he watched any of the games all season. Like I asked him, like, "Oh, did you see the game? Did you see the game?" He's like, "Nah." And now it's like all of a sudden, oh, they're in the playoffs. Oh, they're the number 1 seed. Oh,
like a true Seahawks fan. Fair weather.
Yeah. It's like, here I am dealing with the worst season in Rangers history, and I'm still watching the games. But, okay.
RC Archaeologist says, could be worse than Rhode Island, Bobby. I'm in Connecticut.
Ooh.
It's the worst state. Officially the worst state.
Yeah, Connecticut's real bad. And you know what? I can't wait to move because then I'll never have to drive through Connecticut ever again when I go visit my family in Jersey. It's like, the worst.
Troy Blyfert says that's why Valaverse consistently gets my money. The quality combined with the same and or better prices than the big companies.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Impossible Pie, thanks for the 5. Bobby, would a toy line like Starcom be a nightmare for tooling and QC issues in today's toy market? Any Canadian soldiers?
100%. Yep, 100%. Like, I think I even mentioned that in the video about the magnets, and they had a lot of like wind up mechanisms in them. It'd be an absolute nightmare to do that line.
any Canadian soldiers in the 1944 line?
Guys, like, no, please, no more questions about 1944. Please let me just do the line. Trust me to do the line like you trust me to do Action Force, and I will deliver good stuff. And just give me some time. The line hasn't even come out yet. I haven't even shown all of Wave 1. Just give me a break, guys. Give me a break. I'll get there with everything.
I'm going to push back and say, if you have a question, just send a super chat. I don't care what it is. It's fine.
God.
Any Japanese in the 1944 line, Bobby? Okay. Let's see here. We got Lord of Brooklyn, BK for life, says Kathleen Kennedy equals the killer of the unkillable intellectual property. Yes, sir. The Titan, as per Kathleen Kennedy, nobody has done a better job with Star Wars than Kathleen Kennedy. She killed it, set it on fire, and then ran it over with the truck.
Sounds accurate.
House Hendo. Old fans typically bring in new fans. You want to expand, not ditch, and switch demos. Shake my head. Dude, for like The Force Awakens, I took my whole family. I brought my parents along. They never would have seen it, but I was like, guys, we got to see the new Star Wars. Brought my brother, his family. Didn't do that after that. That was like, over.
Why did you drag us to this dumpster fire?
I mean, Force Awakens at the time, in hindsight, it's horrible. But at the time, it was like exciting and it was fun. It was good.
Like Episode 1.
I liked it.
Yeah, but then you see The Last Jedi, and especially Episode 9, and you're like, they had no plan. They didn't know what they were doing. They were just throwing shit at a wall.
If The Force Awakens had resulted in a plan, it would have been an okay movie. Not a great movie, but an okay movie.
Well, that was the whole crazy part, is that they planned a trilogy, and you literally had no idea who was directing or writing your second movie.
Yeah.
Like, you went into this, and that was your plan, and then after that shit to bed, you're like, oh, damn, what do we do? Can we beg the first guy to come back and clean up this mess? Jeez.
Yep. Suka says, I didn't know having a coherent and planned story was expecting too much, right? John Battle says, hey, Bobby, I was reading the file card on the Wraith. On the card, it talks about spy drones. Are you making those drones?
I can't comment.
All right. Smudge Custom says, Dave Filoni will not save Star Wars. He's just as bad as Kathleen.
Wow.
He, I have to say, the Clone Wars is amazing. Clone Wars is incredible.
He worked on that with George. George is still there.
But then when he made Ahsoka, that was awful. It was
Oh,
so boring. It was the most boring show I ever watched.
Yeah, because I don't even remember anything about it because it was so boring.
It was so boring. And she could not fight. She was like the laziest fighter. I was like, it was like watching a person, just, 70-year-old man doing like this calisthenics.
Filoni should not be doing any live action. He should stick to animation and let other people handle the live action, at least the direction and probably the writing.
Yeah.
Because what he does works good for animation, but when he went to Mando or especially Ahsoka, God, that show was bad.
So bad.
I don't think he can do it.
Do we know anything about the girl that he's got with him doing stuff? Like,
Is she the girl that did like the Acolyte?
I don't know. I'm just like, I just had no idea who she was. I'm like, who is this person?
No, she's just like the financial part of it, I guess, the money part. Filoni is the head of creative, so Darth Maul did have the high ground. He did. That's right.
It's kind of like, I feel like they kind of did.
Exactly. He had the fucking high ground. You can't flip over a person with the high ground. Sorry.
I feel like they did Favreau dirty. Like, Favreau was like, he was instrumental in like the Mando stuff. And now it's like, I wonder if they even like asked him, but it's like, I feel like he would have been a better choice than Filoni.
Definitely. He's an amazing.
Maybe
He made Iron Man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He fucking is responsible for like the Marvel Universe and Star Wars.
Yep. Joe Bits Toys, thanks for the $5. He says, hey, Laser, Dimsa, pleasure to meet you. Bobby, I'm pumped for the RoboCop Retro Glow-in-the-Dark Praetorian, the Black Guys, the Tin Can 2.0, and more. Nice.
Damn straight. Got a lot coming.
Here we go.
A lot coming.
Trunk says she killed off the expanded universe, gave us one of the most boring main protagonists in the entire universe. What were you showing us there, Mark?
He's the glow-in-dark Praetorian, right?
Yes.
Look at that.
Can I show that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's up on the website.
Yeah.
Nice.
For
Okay.
sale.
Yeah, it's up on the website. Yeah. It's awesome.
Where'd you get that? Did you steal that?
I did.
He took it from the office.
I'm paid in Action Force figures. No, I get a bonus of Action Force. I come and beg for figures every time.
There
He
you
gives
go.
me a ton. He gives me a ton of figures every time. I got a bunch.
I got to get rid of them because I can't sell them. So
This guy, oh man, this thing
Yeah.
is like I'm kissing ass here. I'll kiss ass a little bit, but only because I actually like it. This thing is one of the best things I've ever seen.
thanks, man.
Sidewinder, man, fucking love it. You know what I love? You grenade. You know what always pissed me off? Even vintage GI Joe, you never get a grenade. The grenades are always like on the belt.
Yep.
This guy's got tons of grenades, and they fit right in his hand.
Yep.
Fit in his hand.
Face
Our
hand.
backpacks open up, you know.
Yeah.
And they fit.
You got C grip hands.
I got C-grip hands.
Yeah.
That is the best Action Force figure of 2025.
That
Hands down.
thing is unbelievable. Yeah, this is prime figure.
Yeah. You could
Well,
stop
right.
shilling. You could stop shilling now.
So I
Michael
love
Joseph's-
it, man. I love it. I'm not.
You're not allowed to like something. If you do, you're a shill. Okay.
I'll show for GI Joe Classified too. By the way,
Yeah, you do.
give me that connection here.
Yep.
Probably not helping me right now here being on this podcast that I'm getting
Sorry.
with Lenny. I'm gonna hit up Lenny for an interview soon.
Yeah.
Not looking too good.
Nope. Michael Joseph says, I think she was fired after Indiana Jones 5, but allowed to stick around until now to save face. That's a theory. We'll probably never know for sure. Let's see here. Yeah, we never got to see Han, Luke, Leia, 3PO, and R2 reunite. Biggest missed opportunity. All of them were alive for The Force Awakens, including Peter Mayhew, even Kenny Baker. They were all alive for Force Awakens. And
One of
now
the
no
worst
more.
things they did was they decided we got to kill off one of your favorite characters in a movie.
Yeah.
That was like one of the worst things they've ever. That was like, let's just kill them all off. It's like, can we believe that somebody that like lives their life and like ends up happy and like dies peacefully? Like that's like that's the thing. Same thing in Indiana Jones. It's like they got to make it so it's like everybody dies a tragedy. I don't want to know that. You know, like
It's all sadness and misery all the
Yeah.
time. Ron Howard's daughter directed some great episodes of Mando, so Kennedy can F off. Yeah, no one complained about her. What was her name?
Bryce Dallas Howard.
Have you seen
Bryce-
the memes about her recently on Twitter?
No, is it about her butt?
Yeah, 100%. There's a moment where she's like walking out, she's like crawling in the water,
Yeah.
and somebody like memed in like a dinosaur like eating her ass.
Oh my goodness.
She's awesome. She's great. She's great. Love everything about her.
Ryan Johnson replied to Kathy's statement. Really? I'll have to look that up. History Recon, thanks for the $10. He says, Bobby, been watching your finger Private Ryan for the last hour. Been watching you finger Private Ryan for the last hour. Can you explain your thought process and excitement for the 44 line? Just purchased the 44 hoodie after your video.
It's like, I mean, my process is the same. It's, you know, I heavy, you know, this one is a little different. Like Action Force is from scratch and there's no rules or anything to follow. So I kind of just have freedom to do whatever I want. 1944, you know, I'm staying true to it. So it's like, it's a lot of research. I bought a lot of books, you know, and it's like, yeah, I got like, you know, these 12-inch, you know, Saving Private Ryan figures, just so like the more reference you have, the better, because that like in World War II, there was like everyone kind of had the same stuff, but there was so much different stuff. So there was variety, but everyone kind of looked the same. It's not like, you know, you have to worry about like, oh, what's the deco of this character going to look like? Because everyone, you know, there was everyone was wearing kind of the same thing. It's not like when they were doing night missions, they were doing, you know, wearing black BDUs. Like they all had the same OD greens, different variations of the OD green, you know, but there's paratroopers and there's, you know, the gators on the boots and, you know, so it's just a matter of like, knowing your sample and saying, all right, what am I picking for these characters? But you have to kind of follow it, and everything has to be accurate. Like for this line, like I'm going to be very, very hard on my sculptors, because like I remember the first sculpt we did that I showed at DFW, like that sculptor, I was like, you're missing stitching here. You're missing stitching here. Like super like little details. But to me, it's like, if I put it in my input drawing, like you got to put it in the sculpt. And, you know, I send a ton of reference, like one pouch I'm sending 5 different pictures of, or one, you know, web gear, boots or something like that. Cause I want to make sure like, hey, you're seeing this thing from all angles. You got to hit every single little detail of every aspect of it. You know, so it's intense in that aspect with, you know, following, you know, the accuracy of everything. What I do want to do, and it's the exciting part is, you know, how do you make the characters kind of unique? It's like, you know, everyone's kind of wearing the same thing, had the same kind of gear, but how do you make them stand, you know, on their own from the rest of the figures in the line? And, you know, you look at like, you know, the paratroopers that had the mohawks and the face paint. It's like kind of doing things like that. You know, because G.I. Joe, Real American Hero started out OD green, 13 figures, and then except Snake Eyes and Scarlet. But it's like, then it's like it evolved from there, and everyone kind of got their own unique look, and they weren't following just OD green, straight military. So I'm trying to find the right balance of bringing uniqueness to the characters, but still staying true to the actual, you know, history, you know, and reference. You know, once I get into, you know, the other, because right now I'm starting with the U.S., you know, troopers, then I'm moving on to the Germans, and it's like that's a tough one. That's, you know, you gotta tread lightly, but again, you got to stay true to some stuff in you know, as much as you can. You know, I've already spoke my piece on what I will and won't be doing with the Germans, but the Germans will definitely be a big part of the line. You know, eventually Japanese soldiers, got to bring in UK soldiers, because, you know, Condor's great-great-grandfather is, you know, the one that was part of this Action Force unit. So it's just very exciting for me, because it's something different. It's nice to switch gears, you know, but I do find that it gets a little, I don't want to say troublesome, but it's almost like, you know, you're doing Action Force stuff and you're thinking one way about it, and then all of a sudden you have to switch gears into World War II, and it's a totally different mindset. You know, you're following the same road, it's just you're in a different vehicle. It's just different. But it's very, very exciting. I'm, you know, not, and I don't want to say this like I don't have excitement doing Action Force, because that's my baby. Like, I love Action Force, and I'm always going to love doing Action Force. But like switching gears and doing something drastically different gives me like design excitement. It was kind of like with the Black, you know, Black was different enough from Action Force that it got me really excited. You know, and now World War II is a totally different kind of excitement. And, you know, that license deal that I made, it's like, I cannot wait to work on that figure. Like, we already started some design work on it, but I'm trying to finish up some other stuff with the World War II line, but they all kind of, you know, work together. You guys will understand when I actually debut it, but the fact that I got that license, it just ramped my excitement up even more.
Okay. Red Ghost 312, thanks for the 5. All KK did was input herself in the movies. Ray, Kira, Jyn Erso, Helena Shaw, white woman, brown hair. That is so true. That is so true. Put me in the movie, guys. I want to be in the movie now.
Hey, we got Hodor in there, you know, Hoda, whatever her fucking name was.
Holdo.
Jesus,
that was her too.
Oh,
she
God.
purple hair.
Yeah.
Ickney Bob, thanks for the 5. I will patiently wait for my 1944 tank commander that looks like Brad Pitt. That'd be cool, man. I remember the butt shots in Ahsoka were pretty nice. Oh wait, did I say that out loud? The chick that played Hera, her butt was on screen all the time.
I do not remember that at all.
Yeah. Let's see here. History of Recon, thanks for the 10. Andor was such a great show, like Rogue One. Real sets make a difference. Do that. Do more of that. Beyond that, you know what else makes a good show or movie? Good writing. That is what they really need to focus on. But I do agree with you, History Recon. Thank you for the $10.
It's kind of crazy to think that Rogue One was the best thing to come out of the 12 years that she spent on that brand.
Mando's pretty good. No?
Well, yeah, I guess.
1 and 2.
I mean, I was one of the outliers. I wasn't like the biggest fan of it. Like,
oh, okay.
I mean,
until Luke showed up.
I nerded out hardcore when Luke showed up. Yeah.
I don't care if he looked like a PS3 Luke. I love that. I love that part.
I wanted Obi-Wan to be great, and it was fucking awful.
That is one of the worst things I ever watched in my entire life.
So bad.
And I was telling everyone, I remember being on a podcast saying that Obi-Wan was going to be the best series ever, and I was just like...
All they had to do was stick to the novel. Irish John... Why can't I say this? It's the B at the end that throws me off. Irish Johnny B. Hi, Bobby. The Vanguard Gray Bundle. This includes the vehicle and bumper with mounting weapons for 100. Yes, it does.
Sure does.
Yep. Get it all. Son of GTO. Hey, Bobby. If you could go into the Hasbro archives, is there a vehicle you would like to bring to your 3.75 Action Force line?
Like a V. Like I don't know. Like. One to take from my personal collection or one like I don't understand the question.
If you can go into the Hasbro archives and take a vehicle from the 3.75 G.I. Joe line, which one would it be to add to Action Force?
I mean, I got a sweet spot for the Rolling Thunder, but that thing is massive. The Mauler is amazing. I was a big fan of some Cobra vehicles. I loved the shit. Why am I blanking on it? Mark, the thing with the double rotors, the helicopter.
The Mamba.
The Mamba, and I got a sweet spot for the Cobra Imp. That thing is awesome.
Cool. Yeah,
that little red tank, man. That thing is great.
Yeah.
Hey,
mines.
Super Hallelujah says, I guess I could put some World War II figures with my Indiana Jones figures. Here's what you do. You got Blackbeard. You put a bald head on him and make him the German mechanic.
Ryan,
don't argue with me.
If you think I haven't thought of a shirtless German in Action Force 1944,
well, I don't know. You don't tell me anything anymore.
Well, yeah.
Vala. Maybe you should. Then
you did it to yourself. You did it to yourself.
What did I do? I didn't give anything away. I didn't give anything away.
No. You know what you did.
It's like, what did I do? I didn't do nothing.
This is fun.
Shut up. Sci-Fi George for $5. Thank you, Sci-Fi George. He says, Bobby, will there be female space Praetorians in the 1944 line? Also, will there be a 1944 Pandora exclusive? Long live Street Force! Yes, to all of the above.
Oh, man.
Action Force is going to space, baby.
Greatest fans ever.
Space Germans. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you, chat. Mark, what do you got coming up? Anything on the Destro is My Spirit Animal channel?
I'm working on the mythology of Brave Star.
Wow. Okay.
And I am doing I'm rewatching the original cartoon. And I'm going to be doing a rewatch every episode of in the miniseries, starting with the miniseries, The Mass Device of G.I. Joe. That's
whoa, nice.
Right on.
That's about it.
Bobby, anything?
I got nothing. I mean, I got to start packing up because we're going out of business. So, trying to pack this place up. Get out of here.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. Fine. All right. Then with all that being said, Hooligans, channel members, stay tuned for the after show. I'll get that fired up here in a few minutes. And I guess that's it. Bobby, sign us out.
To all my smelly pirate hookers out there, I love you.
You are a smelly pirate hooker.
cut through the haze, lighten up the truth in a corporate maze. No sugar, no spin, let the real talk begin. 3PO, they don't sell their soul, breaking the mold with hearts of gold. They speak the truth, no matter the cost, while the shields out there are already lost. Bobby's action force, it's a rebel's dream. Quality shop, it'll make you scream. More bang for your buck, no compromise. Hasbro's trembling under honest eyes. No fear, no shame, they're rewriting the game. 3PO, they don't sell their soul, breaking the mold with hearts of gold. They speak the truth, no matter the cost, while the shields out there are already lost. Already lost. They don't sell their soul, breaking the mold with hearts of gold. They speak the truth, no matter the cost, while the shields out there are already lost. Already lost.
Why are you gay?